was talking about how, like, he was just playing the game.
Yeah, that's what I'm reading.
It's like, no, like, just, he's like, I hope he's okay. But it was such a unnecessary hit. The guy's already going down, and you're not supposed to lead with your helmet anyways. So, he should have been ejected. What?
I see a picture of Wikipedia. Born here, did this, went to school here, captain here. Cuts to plays very dirty football, likes to hit players with the crown of his helmet, which is an illegal move. That's like one of the mean things about not horribly. It's funny. It immediately goes on the internet.
Oh yeah, big time.
It doesn't look like the most obscene play I've ever seen.
You're not supposed to lead with your helmet at all. Ever. And not to mention you had two guys on your team that are already bringing the guy down.
He was fighting to get free.
He was going down. Like, first of all, I mean, I'm right because he got suspended for 2 games.
That's probably the helmet, but I think he's more vertical than horizontal.
When a guy loses feeling in his limbs because of a hit you give him.
You're saying the guy shouldn't have been hit or shouldn't have been hit in a helmet with a helmet to helmet?
Well, I don't think that he should have been hit. He already had 2 guys on him, and to me, he was going down.
Overkill?
It was just unnecessary, and I mean, it was an unnecessary roughness call.
Yeah.
So, hello and welcome to this week's episode of 9 to 5 Nerds with Robert Swathwood, Corey Urkel.
Hi.
And our guests today are Katrina Swathwood.
Hello.
And do you want to say anything? Nah, she didn't want to say anything. So, this week's episode, I guess, will be primarily Kingsman a week later.
Yeah, the golden square.
Yeah, the golden square.
Yeah.
The golden diamond. The golden... Was the golden circle?
Yeah.
Yes.
What was the... Was that Golden Compass? That was a movie, right?
Yeah. Not a very successful movie. Some people liked it. Had a polar bear. That was pretty cool.
I never saw it. Real quick.
Cool polar bears.
Adult Swim and...
No pun intended.
Adult Swim and some other company announced today that any money spent on Pocket Mortys, which is a mobile game,
Today.
any money spent today would go to the Puerto Rico Relief Fund, which they said 100% was going today. So I was like, all right, I've never played the game before, so I was like, all right,
I'm gonna go spend some money.
I'll download it and I'll see and I'll buy some stuff on there.
Okay.
It is a Pokemon like port, like it is exactly like Pokemon.
For your cell phone?
Yeah.
And it plays like Pokemon Go?
No, it plays like Pokemon, like the legitimate games.
Okay,
like,
so it's an RPG.
Yes, you go collect different Mortys that have different abilities. And instead of like fire, grass, it's rock, paper, scissors, and it's the exact thing you think, like
that's fun.
Paper beats rock and stuff. But it's like when your Pokemon get knocked out, you have to go to the healing center to heal them. Is
there an overworld that is like what it is in the show?
There's the Citadel of Rix.
Yeah.
Is the main area, and that's got the healing center, the shop, and all kinds of other stuff. And then you go through the portal to go to different dimensions to fight other Ricks and other Mortys.
Who do you play as?
Rick and Morty.
You're both of them.
You're Rick and you have your Morty.
Mortys. A little band of Mortys.
But it's so much like Pokemon.
Is it voice?
Parts of it.
Oh, jeez, Rick.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
And there's... Because there's infinite Ricks and infinite Mortys. So I was walking around and I was talking to Rick, and I talked to one and it said, I want to be the very best, like no one ever was.
Nice.
So it's like, it is an identical...
That's funny. As long as it knows what it is.
Yeah.
It's
even to the point of like...
Is it parody, basically, at this point?
Even like when you're fighting, your Morty's in the bottom left-hand corner and the other one's in the top right, and it's got like their bars and your experience, but it's exactly...
That's awesome. As long as it's not like purposely stealing, like, but if it's doing it as a form of parody, that's sick.
It is fun. I mean, I played it a little off and on today, and you could buy money is you buy Blitz and Chits coupons, which is like Dave and Buster's in Rick and Morty, and you turn like a coin thing, and it gives you like different Mortys and different items. Yeah. So it's pretty cool. Cool.
It's not like you liked it like I liked South Park, Stick of Truth. That shit was so fun. It was a good RPG.
Isn't the new one, the darker you are, the more difficult the game is? Did you hear that?
No, I hadn't
the
heard.
fractured but whole thing.
That's funny.
The darker your colored skin is,
The
harder the game is. That's
real life.
crazy. Yeah.
Horrific.
Yeah. But I mean, it's
called white privilege difficulty.
If anybody can get away with it, it's them. They can get away with anything.
Except Isaac Hayes won't let him.
Well, he's dead now. So.
Yeah, the show killed him.
I would have been interested to find out exactly what the situation is between them, because I know he said one thing and they kind of said something else and they never really got into it. But,
somewhere in the middle.
But
it was all Scientology.
I wonder if he just got like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Maybe, but he left the show in a weird way, like abruptly, like not happy.
How did he die? Not in the show, in real life.
Old. I don't know.
Old?
I have no idea if it's heart failure or something. I don't remember it being cancer. Probably
did you see
failure.
that? I know it was. How long ago did Steve Irwin die? Like
2000.
Like 11 or 12 years ago.
5 or
like that.
6, maybe 6 or 7. I don't
It's
know.
had to been over 10 years.
It's 10.
Want
to look it up?
Yeah, I want to look it up.
What's your best guess?
I'm gonna say I want to say it's a little longer than I thought.
Were we married?
We were married. James was in the hospital because he broke his shoulder.
Okay, so that was after 2006 then.
Really?
Yeah.
I want to say summer of 26. Oh, I mean 06.
I'm gonna say 2005.
Because he broke his shoulder when we were living at Pepper.
So maybe it was 2006, but it's in that era. But anyways, some stuff came to light where the guy that was with him was talking about his last moments for the first time.
September 2006.
Okay, good call.
Okay. So a month ago.
Can you believe it's been like it's been 11 years?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I remember we were shocked at the depot.
Well, he was saying that they got him out immediately and they were carrying him they were trying to get him to a hospital. And he's like, the guy that was carrying him was like, just think of your kids, just think of your kids. And he's saying, hey, I'm dying, I'm going to die. I'm like, oh my God.
I thought he died instantly.
No, he
He
got hit.
out.
He bled out. It was fast.
Oh,
He didn't die instantly.
I was under the assumption that he died basically as soon as it pierced his heart.
No.
He bled out.
Oh.
That's fucked, right?
I never heard anything like that. Last words or nothing. His kid still does stuff on like the Animal Channel.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Bindi, I think her name is Bindi.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's his daughter. His son's a photographer.
Is he?
Mm-hmm.
How old's his son? Because his daughter's the older one.
Right. They're
He's
probably like
probably
3
a
or 4 years
toddler.
apart.
So, probably 15, 16.
So, we'll do the Kingsman, and I told you that we didn't see this movie kind of on purpose. Like, things kind of just came together in an instant. Well, our babysitter was supposed to come the next Friday, and she came the Friday before. So she was walking out the door, and I'm like, we'll see if she wants to stay and make some money. We can go see Kingsman. She really wanted to see it. And it's like, all right. So she comes back in, and it's 6:45, and the movie starts at 7.
And you go Home Alone?
Not knowing it was an IMAX
Dun,
showing.
dun, 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 dun,
Yeah,
dun.
so we book it down there. I get in, not realizing that it's IMAX on a Friday night, so it's $20 a ticket.
You watch it anyway?
Yeah. Well, we had already paid our babysitter, or we were gonna pay her anyways. So it's like,
What are we going to do? Just go home?
yeah.
Was
So
it crowded?
No.
and I didn't know IMAX there. You actually get to pick your seat
Oh,
at
that's
that
cool.
theater. Yeah.
I know.
So it was $40 to see the movie.
Plus the
I'm like,
babysitter?
yeah, plus the babysitter.
Plus snacks.
No.
We didn't buy any
There's
snacks.
no food.
None.
None at
No.
all.
You didn't buy McDonald's?
No, we
No.
got there like 10 minutes after the movie.
Had already...
The
previews
movie
were
didn't start. The
going.
previews were already going.
Oh.
And I never miss previews. It's just we kind of didn't know we were going to go see the movie.
Okay. And you weren't excited about it either.
Less excited about it after I watched it, but
Less excited after you watched it?
yeah. Well, I saw the trailer and I was like, it looks okay.
I like
And
the
then I
trailer.
saw the trailer on like a big screen and I'm like, okay,
This looks fun.
I can get into this. And then I saw the movie and I'm like, it was okay.
I will say, like, I want you guys maybe to recount it because it's been a week and a half since I saw it. But I read a couple bad things about it.
It's at 50% on Rotten Tomatoes.
And I thought it was way better than a 50% movie. I've
Yeah.
seen some fucking turd movies. I thought it was... I was debating where it sat. I think I like it just a little bit under the first one.
I don't think it's anywhere near the
No.
first one.
Oh, I liked it a lot of parts on it.
I didn't do too, but
I feel kind of duped with Channing Tatum.
bait and switch.
Like, I feel like he wasn't in it that much.
He wasn't.
But he was in, like, the trailers, like, all the time. And that's not a big...
I'm trying to think, like, will you feel duped when he was in Hateful Eight?
I didn't even know he was in it, so...
Okay, so is that the...
But he was, like, in the trailers for this, like, nonstop. And I don't care about that.
If you were a big What's-Her-Name fan, Halle Berry, would you feel the same way? Because she was in... I mean...
Yeah, but did they really show her in the trailers other than, like, a screenshot or two? Whereas, like, Channing Tatum's, like, battling and stuff.
They show that one fight.
Yeah, that one fight, which is his only fight.
Maybe so.
But, yeah, I can live with that. It's not a big deal. I don't think Julianne Moore was a very good villain at all. I think she was very plain. Like, I was just like...
You didn't like her psychopathic friendliness?
No, I thought she was boring.
I will say she's not as cool as Samuel Jackson. Or like
Samuel L. Jackson being like this evil mastermind, but he doesn't like blood and all that stuff.
They're both... I'll get to it, but like exactly the same, and they're both like CEOs who are like overly nice.
That's what you said.
But psychopath in their own way. And...
It's like Inspector Gadget, kind of, you know. Ha ha ha.
And my biggest complaint, and this is a Corey complaint right here. If you don't agree with me, I'm going to be like that. You're full of shit.
Okay, go ahead.
The reason Oberyn Martell switched from a good guy to a bad guy was bullshit. There was not enough there that, because my wife was killed in a crossfire of a druggie, I'm going to let all these people die and switch my allegiance from the good guys to being an asshole.
It would have made much more sense if he was just working for the villain.
Yeah.
I could see that.
That was stupid. Like, I immediately, when that happened, I was like, really? Incidentally, my favorite fight in the whole movie is
him in the snow.
No, not even him in the snow, but Oberyn fighting them at the end.
I like
that. Was a really good fight.
I like how they filmed the jump cut fight. Like how it's, I don't know, it looks like one take, but it just happens in like fast motion kind of. It's like a Matthew Vaughn fight. Like that's always cool, and they pull off a lot of cool fucking stunts.
All the fights were great.
Yeah,
I have no problem. I really like Eggsy. I like that main character. I wish he was in more movies.
Did you like Merlin dying?
No.
I actually thought that. I mean, I don't like Mark Strong dying, but I thought when they commit to killing a character, I like it, and I like the way he went out.
I like the way he went out. I do not like I like how he personally went out. I do not like the construct of him being killed by a landmine. Like, for a character I really like, being killed by a landmine is reserved for, like...
Side characters?
Yeah.
The director of Tropic Thunder?
I got a freeze spray, but I'm going to put my foot... I don't know,
You couldn't, like, spray it and, like, run?
Yes. That's...
Yeah, no, I get that.
But thinking John Denver...
Like, yeah, that was cool.
Like, the movies have a lot of payoff where they reference something and then bring it back by the end. So when he's trying to get, what's-his-name, memory back, like, who's my favorite singer? How would I know? What's John Denver?
The fact that they made a big deal about the bats being landmine detectors, too, and then he dies from a landmine is kind of a cop-out.
Yeah. You knew landmines would come into play when she mentioned it 3 times previously.
Yeah.
Turn off the landmines.
I like how things are set up. One thing I don't think was a good setup payoff, Angel.
It was boring.
He got killed off immediately.
Fucking Elton John. Like,
like, what the hell is he doing there?
That is probably one of the better cameos by a celebrity playing themselves. Oh, yeah.
He was great.
I thought it was going to be for like a second. He was in it. But then he kept going in it. Like, when he's in the room, when she's putting on her PSA to the world, and he's in the back and saying, "Get the fuck out of my room!"
He was really good. The main character, Eggsy, he is in the movie Sing, and he sings a Elton John song.
Does he?
Yeah.
Life Aquatic, there's one song, Four Seasons sang it, Should I Try to Hide?
Yeah.
He sings that and sings.
Does he?
She recognized
is it the
that
one
song.
that he's practicing before he does his actual song?
I've never seen Sing, but she recognized that song and said, "This guy sings that." She pulled me a picture. I'm like, "That's the guy from Kingsman."
It's a good... I like Sing a lot. I've watched it a bunch of times. You didn't like it? I like it a lot.
She said too long.
Really? What is it, like an hour and 30 minutes?
Maybe.
I have no idea.
It's not even... It's a kid's movie.
My niece was...
Watch it 100 times?
No. We went to the movie theater, sat down. My little niece, she's 4, 5.
Yeah, I understand that.
She usually stays okay in movies.
Not
that day
no?
she was like just like with pets, whatever.
Yeah, that was okay.
She was kind of like, I want to go now. And she was just pushing.
Uh-huh.
And it seemed like it was okay at the beginning. They kind of like made the middle part a little longer.
I like it a lot.
It's okay. I mean, it's
no. I'm not taking
movie,
offense.
but...
I never heard any good things about it, to be honest.
Really?
Well, I mean, not compared to like Zootopia.
Well,
It's
yeah,
not the same
but
kind of movie.
you're like a fucking Oscar movie to like the average kids
Fair
movie.
enough.
Like,
I didn't hear anything bad about this thing, I'll say. But
And I kind of felt the same way. I was like, okay, when this is gonna end? When?
I liked Sing better than
Secret Life?
yeah, and
I
both
didn't like that movie.
and both the Despicable Me sequels.
I haven't seen
Sing had a
any of that.
73% on Rotten Tomatoes. So I mean, it's not bad. Not even know how long it was. I really like Matthew McConaughey, and
He was one of the characters.
He's a koala.
and the fact that all the it's an hour and 8 minutes.
Everybody sings.
An hour and 8 minutes?
Or sorry, 108 minutes. My bad.
Okay,
so that's an hour and 48.
Maybe long for an animated, kind of.
That's probably around average now.
You think so?
Yeah. But like, I don't know how I got Oliver to sit through all the Spider-Man Homecoming. That was 2 hours
He
and
fell
12 minutes.
asleep. That's how.
Yeah, well, the last 15 minutes he was asleep. But other than that, I mean, no matter what movie we see, Oliver goes for the first 15 minutes. He'll be like, "Can we go home now?"
Yeah.
I'm like, no.
Baseball games.
And then
anything.
and then he'll watch it. But back to what were we talking about?
Kingsman.
How do you pronounce that guy's name?
Who?
The Eggsy, Taron Egerton?
I actually don't know what his name is, so.
Taron Egerton.
Or
Is
something
it
like that.
Tarin?
Taron.
Oh, okay.
Taron.
Uh,
That's how I would say it.
So, they brought in, what's his name, to be the head of the Statesman. I can't think of his name.
Jeff Bridges?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You get Jeff Bridges to be a cowboy and anything.
Wearing
Yeah.
a white suit.
Yeah, the Statesmen were cool.
Their
I mean,
names are awesome. Like,
yeah.
what was his champagne?
Champagne.
Yeah.
Tequila, whiskey.
That only mentioned, or does a girl have a name?
Shit, ginger ale.
Oh, was she?
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, she was whiskey at the end, right?
Yes.
She took
Yeah.
Oberyn's. You know what I kind of wanted in the movie was when you find out that, what is it, Galahad, Harry, whatever you want to call him
He's
first?
alive.
That he's alive. I kind of wanted him to have like a Tommy Lee Jones Men in Black type of thing. Like, he didn't lose his memory. Like Tommy Lee Jones, I guess, did lose his memory. I wanted him to be acting like he forgot because he wanted to get out.
I kind of got that too.
I wanted him to be like, you know what? I did all I could do. I got shot in the
done.
face. I'm done.
That would have been interesting.
And I'm going to let this kid take over my mantle because he took over Galahad. And I'm like, that's what I was hoping for. And then he would get drugged back in because they need him to help.
Yeah.
And I think I would have liked that a little better, just that little twist.
How about them ripping off Hero from Big Hero 6 and their nanobots?
Well, with
anybody else catch
the
that?
eye.
He's never seen Big Hero 6.
So they have something.
That's a good movie.
With the eye repair thing. Is that what they were talking about? Or with the brain damage?
He invents microbots in the movie.
Well, I mean, that's a lot of things. I mean, Iron Man has that. And
That's the first thing I thought of when I heard that.
you need to see Big Hero 6. That's a really good movie.
Yeah, I need to.
You have a nephew.
It's all about depression.
It kind of is.
I don't want to watch it.
It's getting over depression. Well, it's a Disney movie. A family member dies.
Yeah.
I mean,
what's new?
It's every fucking Disney movie.
I heard Matthew Vaughn was fucking adamant that they not show that Harry's alive in the trailer.
That would have been nice.
Yeah, he wanted that to be only, but he has no control, like zero, over the advertising.
I would have liked that.
Yeah,
Because what are they going to do? Are they going to keep calling first name out of the starring
it would
list?
have been a nice surprise, to be honest.
We saw something recently, a movie recently, where somebody made a cameo and I didn't realize they were in the movie. God, that's gonna bother me. Like, I just got a feeling of like deja vu.
In Spider-Man?
Who was in Spider-Man?
I don't know.
I mean, yeah, that was the last movie I saw.
One of the superheroes, Captain America.
How recent are we talking?
I don't know.
But
I'm thinking.
it would have been nice if that wasn't spoiled because I was expecting it.
Yeah.
But
But you also didn't know the frame of reference of what he was going to be brought back as. It could have been
no,
something.
I also
just knowing that he's.
I thought it was going to be like a clone or something. So the fact that it is actually him, and they cut to a scene of them, the statesman coming right after he gets shot. That's cool.
They kind of explained it neat, that little thing that they had.
Yeah. No, it's fine.
I like that when he did come back and try to do the same bar fight that he missed with it and then started getting his ass kicked.
Yeah, his vision's off. That I like that scene because that's the third time they've done that now.
Yeah.
Perception.
I like the fact I did not expect it at all because it's kind of a play on a James Bond movie, and at the end of the first movie, he hooks up with the princess. He has anal sex.
And then he stayed with her.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be like the end of a James Bond movie. He has sex with a woman. That's the end. It's a play, like a joke. But the fact that it flips it, now he's actually like dating a princess of Sweden, and he actually gets married at the end of this.
Yeah,
that's funny.
Well, James Bond got married too.
Did he?
Which one? The one that nobody likes with the one actor?
No, it was he got married and then she dies in a car chase.
Yeah, this one with the standalone actor, right? It's like, yeah.
For Your Majesty, something like that.
Yeah, I never saw it. I know you have.
I want to go back and watch all the Daniel Craig Bond movies.
That's doable.
There might be more coming.
Might be. He's confirmed at this point.
Is he?
I think he's getting $50 million per movie for 2 more movies.
That's awesome.
That's insane.
Hope he can keep it up.
I was listening to an interview with him, and he when he got cast, he works with the clothing person, like the stylist and stuff. But he brought his own clothes in, like a lot of his own clothes. Like he wears stuff. I'm like, you son of a bitch! You get to wear all these.
That's cool.
Yeah. I had another sorry,
break.
I'm trailing off. I'm really bothered me.
I watched the trailer a bunch of times, and none of the times I realized the guy with one arm is the exact same actor, the guy from the first movie.
Yeah.
Completely that caught me by surprise. And I liked his arm. Like
his arm was cool, yeah.
They got disabled at one point, or
Charlie?
Remote controlled. Is that his name?
I can't remember what his name was.
Yeah, I wasn't either. After Eggsy. I kept thinking, like, this is just dumb me, but what was her name? Popsy? Tootsie?
Poppy?
Poppy. She had the worst defense. All it would take is, like, a couple guys to come in there to tear up her shit. Like, her base, her secret lair, had, like, 20 armed guys. And that was it. All it would take was, like, a missile or something from the United States government, anybody, to have taken her out.
Well, no one knew where she was.
I guess that's the point, but... Or say when the Kingsman found out where she was, like... Luckily only 2 of them charged in, but... Her defenses for, like, being a drug kingpin who's threatening the entire world... It wasn't as cool as, like, Samuel L. Jackson had a cave in the middle of nowhere in Antarctica.
I believe an asshole was the president.
Oh, it was great.
That was actually funny as shit, wasn't it?
He was...
I know him from a lot of things.
Star Trek. For me. He was, yeah.
Yeah. But, like, his second conversation with Poppy when he's like, please, we need to work something out.
Yeah.
You dumb bitch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Solving all my problems.
There was some similarities there.
Real life
like some real life attitude comparisons to what we have in office now.
Oh, yeah.
Just an arrogant asshole.
Yeah. It's kind of funny. The first Kingsman showed Obama basically dying with the chip.
Yeah.
So I thought they were going to actually have the real version of our president now or something. But,
yeah, I didn't think about that. They did take shots at both presidents.
Yeah. It made it seem like Obama sold out and then his head blew up in grand fashion. I like when Eggsy repeated what Merlin said, like, fucking fireworks or something like that, but it wasn't the right context.
Would you have a problem with that kid playing James Bond?
No, I like him.
I do too. He'd be a young
really
pick.
Young.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people wanted
Tom Hiddleston.
I wanted Tom Hiddleston. That was my number 1 pick. I think he would be excellent. But no, people wanted Idris Elba.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of both of them.
That'd be good too.
Both Oki and Thor.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I
recognize. I couldn't unsee it because I watched Game of Thrones twice this new season. But one of Eggsy's friends, and being the one who actually takes the drug and says, "I'll never do fucking drugs again." He was one of the guys who talked.
Wasn't he?
Yeah, he was the one who was with Ed Sheeran.
Okay.
Sheeran. Makes me wonder, like, is he like famous in the UK or something, or a comedian or something? But
sidekick.
Yeah. So I couldn't unsee that. I was like, that's the guy he was in Game of Thrones.
I don't like to reference other podcasts, but I listen to a lot of shit during the week because I'm driving. And I was listening to an interview with Nick Frost. You know who Nick Frost is?
I'm aware.
And he made a reference to butter dogs. Do you know what a butter dog is?
Nah.
Do you know what a butter dog is,
I have
Katrina?
no idea.
Would you like to take a shot at what a butter dog is?
Is it a sexual position? Or
No. It has to do with something sexual, but it's not a position.
Huh. I don't want to
I
guess.
probably don't want to know, but go ahead.
Something about wiener being all slimy?
Butter.
You gonna take a guess?
No.
Lubed?
It has to do with specifically, I want to say it was either Chinese or Japanese women. And they warm butter and they put it on their vagina and then they have a dog lap it off. And it's called butter dogging.
Okay. So not any woman can butter dog?
No, it is. It's in the definition. It says primarily of because after they found out because nobody else knew what it was except for him, so they looked it up in Urban Dictionary.
Do dogs like butter like as much as peanut butter?
Well, and then he goes on to say that you could basically put anything and the dog would lick it off because dogs eat everything.
But the warm butter feels nice.
So that's what butter dogging is. I thought I'd just
throw that out there. Thanks.
I appreciate that. I feel like that might come in handy one day.
Now you know what it is. Ask around, see if anybody else knows.
I'm sure nobody knows.
We're gonna get back to Kingsman in a second and actually say our ratings and stuff.
Robot dog. Yeah.
I like the robot dogs.
It reminded me of, what was it, like Chip and Dale or something?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, I had that vibe. I was like, ugh, okay.
Would you be able to eat a hamburger made out of somebody that you just put in a meat grinder?
Well, that hamburger looked delicious.
It did.
So, yeah.
But my God, you probably, if you ate human, you probably wouldn't know.
Unless somebody told you.
Probably tastes like shitty meat.
I guess it depends on the person.
Yeah, they're nice and fat.
Maybe. I bet you it's probably
Marbleized.
just not juicy.
I guess if you
try it.
I guess if you were to like cook it with well, it depends. If it's ground meat and it's a fat person, you're gonna have that fat to meat ratio.
Is it 80-20%?
Like an 80-20. But if it's a slab and you have a fat and you put the fat on top and you let it cook down and you let the fat cook into the meat, you're gonna get that flavor. We are really talking about this.
Like cannibal sandwiches.
If it was any good, I think more people would be eating it.
Listen to this story that Katrina's about to tell you and tell me if this is fucking disgusting.
What?
Go ahead.
So I'm at dinner and my boss says that his mother would make cannibal sandwiches. And we're like, what is that?
What the fuck is a cannibal sandwich?
So what his mom would do was take raw ground beef and put it between two pieces of bread and eat it as a sandwich. And this was normal. While I'm at a barbecue place gonna have dinner.
And these people still living who did this?
I don't think his mother's living any longer.
I wonder what she did.
When I was growing up and my grandma would make like dishes with ground beef and she was putting it in and she would every once in a while put a piece of raw ground beef in her mouth. And I think what it was is when they were younger, there wasn't all the crap in meat that there is now. It was a lot more pure and you didn't have to worry about getting sick, whereas now...
He did say she lived on a farm and grew up on a farm.
That's interesting.
And my grandma didn't think anything...
Could you kill an animal and just eat it raw like you live out in the wild? And
it depends if I would
I did just talk about cooking people.
Yeah. Like, what's the context? Am I having to survive?
If
Yes,
it's fresh meat but still raw, is there...
I eat blue meat all the time. Ask Robert.
Oh, God. We cooked steaks the other day, and mine was a little... I like mine medium. Pink, no bleeding. Mm-hmm. That's how a steak is supposed to be cooked. And I say this I was listening to something, and they had all these chefs calling in about how you're actually supposed to cook a steak, because a lot of people say medium rare. If you like your steaks well done, there's something wrong with you. A lot of people say medium rare, but chefs tend to overcook steaks a little bit. So when you ask for medium rare, you typically get medium.
Which is what you want.
Yeah, which is what you want, because it's pink and juicy through the whole thing, but it's not bleeding, where if it's medium rare, it's bleeding. Mm-hmm. So that's gross. Okay. I forgot where I was going with this. I don't know.
You want to eat people still?
I still want to eat people.
Would you eat a human hamburger?
I wouldn't eat any meat that is red on the middle.
Red at all?
No.
You have to have
so
yours well done?
Weathered.
It has to be cooked, or I will not eat it.
Well,
Disgusting.
pink
The
is
texture.
cooked.
It is cooked.
Because
Well,
when it's
like
purple.
No, when it was almost like red, like medium well or
medium rare.
Medium rare.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I just can't. Just seeing the blood in there.
And that's the thing is
that's the juice
when
flavor of the meat, though.
when a steak is raw, it's almost like it's blue.
It's purple.
It's like purple, but you have to cook all the purple out and get the blood out. So when it's pink, it's cooked. But if it's still bleeding, it's like, I don't want to eat blood.
Yeah.
It's because people haven't let the meat rest enough.
I know. So I agree with you. I don't like my steak well done, but I don't want it bleeding. And hers was still bleeding the other day. It was like...
It was fine.
It was still blue a little bit in the middle. Or I like mine cooked all the way through.
Just the texture it has as well.
Yeah, it's a little chewy if it's not... But like Eric, when we were ordering stuff, he needed his extra well done.
And then he stole my fucking steak.
Yeah, it had to be like... brown all the way through.
Oh, until he got mine, and it was the best steak he ever had.
Yeah.
So is there a way the meat grinder sorts out clothes? Meat?
I was wondering that. I was like,
I didn't think about that. It should have, huh?
I was like, no fucking way.
Yeah.
Things are gonna pass through there.
Because you're gonna eat that guy's whole outfit.
Yeah. Confetti burger.
Confetti burger. No, I mean, long story short, I mean, I liked everybody that was in it, and I liked a lot of things about it. But to me, it wasn't like Guardians 1 and 2, where they were both pretty equal.
Why did people not like Guardians 2 though?
Who didn't like Guardians 2?
I heard a lot of like negative things, just like this movie. I mean, I don't know what it is on. You can pull up faster than I can.
Rotten Tomatoes, it was like 94 for one and 92 for another.
I remember Dustin or somebody said. I heard it like.
Sorry, I don't take Dustin's.
It wasn't like Justin, but he's like, I heard it sucked. I don't know what reviewers.
He might have just been listening to some stupid fucking.
I heard that from a couple people who said, "Oh, I would have gone and seen Guardians 2, but I didn't hear good things about it." I was like,
maybe it's those people that are like, "Oh, it's just more of the same." Well, what's the same is fucking great. Then
I think Guardians 2 is a better sequel than Kingsman 2.
Oh yeah,
Uh-oh.
But I was not disappointed with Kingsman 2.
I wasn't disappointed. I enjoyed it, but it just to me, Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is at an 82%.
So is that low for what? I thought that movie was fucking kick ass.
I would agree.
82 is still really good on Rotten Tomatoes.
No, that's fair. But compared to the first one, like
Guardians of the Galaxy 1 was I'm going to say 92, but 91.
Yeah.
Where Kingsman, the Golden Circle, is at...
I'm guessing it's to be like 70 to 50.
Is at 50.
And I bet the first one.
It served its purpose.
70.
The first one is...
Dun dun dun.
74.
Yeah. So
that's not a huge drop off.
No.
A little hefty. Did you like Oberyn? Otherwise?
Yeah.
With his American accent?
Yeah, he was fine.
Yeah.
I had no problems with him.
I was trying to compete to put that thing in the hoo-hoo.
Yeah, that was funny.
Condom?
That was good. That was a little weird, though, once he actually did it.
Lorena would watch that with her 2 kids.
How old are her kids, though? Aren't her kids teenagers?
But like 13, 14. But she said that was the most awkward thing because it did like the super close up of finger going under the underwear and then into her.
That's always awkward. I watched Analyze This with my grandparents, and there's a scene where De Niro is like trying to have sex with his mistress, and he can't get it up, but he's still trying to have sex with her. And I watched it with my grandparents, so that was kind of awkward.
Yeah, don't watch Golden Circle with your grandparents.
No.
That bitch got blown up.
Yeah. What's funny is my dad likes action movies, but he hates blood.
Okay,
like he doesn't like gore.
He's Samuel Jackson.
But he loved the first Kingsman. I'm like,
hardly any blood. But
that scene in the church there's a fucking
bloodbath.
Yeah.
Is it rated R?
Yes.
I guess it must be, huh? I remember thinking it's relatively tame. Like it's not super bad.
If you save everybody, you could fuck me in the asshole. You can only say fuck once in a PG-13 movie.
I think I don't know. She said fuck. She's like, you could do it in the asshole.
Well,
whatever,
I'm pretty sure he says fuck and cunt in the movie. So
I'm sure too.
Did you hear that AMC has approved Walking Dead to drop the F-bomb twice this season?
Really?
On TV, yeah.
Who do they have to pay off?
The fact that they're probably the #1 show on the network.
Yeah, but if you make exception for them, then
the thing is they didn't go and ask for it. It was brought to them that they were allowed to say it twice.
That's weird,
isn't it?
I just don't know how the standards are for things like. But if one show's allowed to do it,
you figured that.
They're probably seeing a big return on their investment in that show.
Are you gonna go see Blade Runner?
Probably.
I don't even know how we're gonna go see it because we're going out on.
Yep.
Is it 4 hours long like the first one?
I don't know. We're going out on Friday night, so we have a sitter that night.
Yeah, we're not gonna be
You
able.
been there twice?
Yeah. Well, the first Blade Runner is at 90% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I want to pull this up. This is a different subject. Matthew Vaughn.
This Blade Runner's at 96%.
Matthew Vaughn has directed not even that many movies. Layer Cake, Stardust, Kick-Ass, X-Men First Class, Kingsman, Kingsman 2. How would you rank them?
Layer Cake was good.
Layer Cake was good.
I remember watching Layer Cake once and it was alright.
What movies?
He didn't do Kick-Ass 2?
Disaster Artist is at 94%.
Really? Who the fuck did Kick-Ass 2?
Somebody else.
Who do they get to replace Matthew Vaughn when he backs out of an X-Men movie?
Who did they get?
Bryan Singer?
Brett Ratner?
Brett Ratner? Yeah, it's Brett Ratner. I bet you it's Brett Ratner. Look it up.
Brett Ratner did X-Men 3, right?
Yeah.
He's the one who fucked that up.
Yeah.
But who did First Class 2? Or
Bryan Singer.
did he? He came back? That was
Yeah.
when he...
That's good shit right there.
Well, I can't remember if I
Wait, so what was it? It was Kingsman,
Kingsman 2.
Layer those he directed both of them? Yeah.
Yep.
Layer Cake,
I thought he did
Kick-Ass,
Wanted.
and Stardust. Did he do Wanted?
No, he didn't.
Huh.
Well, at least not director-wise. And wait, did I say Stardust and Kick-Ass?
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
So I'm a bit of a bind because a lot of these I really like these movies.
Stardust is great.
That was a good movie.
I might put that as my one.
I might put Kingsman as my.
I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna say it out there. Stardust, Kingsman, Kick-Ass. Lake Cake was good, but it's not a movie I watch.
Are those other movies you watch?
I've seen.
Stardust.
Yeah, I've seen that like 5 times.
Did we watch anything new this week? We watched The Accountant last week.
We watched a movie
The Ben
yesterday.
Affleck?
Yeah. What? What did we watch yesterday?
Dame to Kill For.
Oh yeah, I watched A Dame to Kill For finally. The Sin City sequel.
Oh, okay.
Had you seen it?
Yeah.
It is not a good movie.
There some good parts.
Very few, but there was a couple. But it just
like they're peppered in there like 5 minutes at a time.
it's like soap opera acting, man. It was so bad. Like where the first one hit on it, this one did not.
I was saying all the naked parts.
Oh
Eva
yeah,
Green is
Eva
naked
Green was just
throughout
naked
the
in like 90%.
whole movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I forget. I don't want to ask questions about that when I watch it. Michael Clark Duncan wasn't in it because I assume he was dead when they made
Yeah.
it.
Yes.
And who else? It was it Ving Rhames or somebody played him? I don't remember.
No, it was wasn't it the Allstate guy?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
the Allstate
okay.
guy.
And I remember that movie perplexed me with like the timeline because it didn't.
It did match here and there.
Yeah, and I forgot. I completely.
And the fact that Dwight was played by Clive Owen and
Josh Brolin.
At the end, did Clive Owen come back?
No. But in the book, he had like major plastic surgery.
Right.
Like, different anyways.
I just couldn't remember how it went down.
So, I don't know. The first one was great. This one was... I still, and Katrina will back me up on this, I still have a problem with them being able to get the people in the movie who were naked in the book to be naked in the movie, but they cast Jessica Alba as a stripper who was supposed to be naked, but she wasn't naked in the movie.
At all.
Star power. That's how you get people to watch the movie.
But they'd had a ton of people in it anyways.
Do you think at the time she was like the most famous? She was
Bruce
up there.
Willis was in it.
At the time of the first
Okay.
one, she had more pull.
Then it was Bruce Willis, Jessica Alba, Mickey Rourke.
Clive Owen was big at the time. He was doing a lot of stuff. Brittany Murphy was kind of big at
Rosario
the time.
Dawson was more relevant at that time too in film.
I feel like that's when she was still up and coming.
Really? She's been
Yeah.
around for a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, she's been in things, but I mean, by the time I don't think her name's like on the cover. Like, I'm curious. If there's like 4 names on the cover, one of them's not Rosario Dawson.
Probably not. But that's only because there's so many
Other people.
people in that
No,
movie.
for sure. But I do agree.
Stacey Keach.
Bruce Willis is number 1, but Jessica Alba is number 2 on there. And my guess would be, I don't know.
Josh Hartnett was big at the time, even though he was only in it for a couple minutes.
That's true. He's subsided now, but back then, I think...
He was a big name.
Yeah.
I liked his character, though, too.
Yeah. The silent killer, basically.
Yeah.
I want to see
the
what...
way the end cap,
Okay, so in 2005, when Sin City came out, Alexander 2 had come out in 2004. That was a big movie at the time. It didn't do very well, but it was a big movie.
No, I remember. And she was naked in it.
The Rundown. I like that movie. It's with The Rock and Sean William Scott.
Men in Black 2 was.
She was in Men in Black 2. The Adventures of Pluto Nash. She was in The 25th Hour. So yeah, that
basically
with Sin City and Alexander. That was right when she was getting.
I think since it was the second time I ever saw her in anything.
In 2006 and 2007, she did Clerks 2 and Grindhouse.
Yeah, I remember her in both of those. Well, Grindhouse I barely remember, but
you know, it's funny for being as big as we all know who she is. She hasn't done a lot.
She's an activist, isn't she?
Yeah, she got arrested.
She's busy. Doing stuff.
Tinkerbell and the Legend of the Never Beast.
Yeah, she was the...
It's a good movie.
It is a good movie.
Did you say yeah? It's a good movie. I like Pirate Fairy better.
It is better.
Have you seen Pirate Fairy?
Yes, I've seen all of them.
Yeah, I like Pirate Fairy a lot.
When I was living in Texas, I guess I had nothing to do because I was not working.
So you watched Tinkerbell?
And I watched all the movies that day on Netflix. All of them.
We took Parker to meet Tinkerbell at Disneyland a couple years ago, and it was a rainy day, so there wasn't anybody really there. So they spent like a ton of time with him, and he was just like in awe that he got to meet Tinkerbell. And who else did he get to meet?
Silver Mist.
Silver Mist.
Benicio del Toro.
But I think my favorite one is The Secret of the Wings.
I don't think I've seen that one. I haven't seen them all.
Yeah, I saw all of them. The first one is kind of like, oh, okay. And then there's the one where she steals some of the dust, and I don't know what she wants to do. But she messes something or whatever.
Elijah Wood.
Yeah.
Benicio del Toro, Elijah Wood. I would put their names.
He was great in the first Sin City.
And they even had... Who's that lady who was in Son-in-Law? She was in it for a minute.
The one with the big boobs that had her chest out in the first Sin City?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to tell Katrina.
There's a lot of actors in that.
Yeah.
Shit.
I was trying to tell Katrina that, I was like, yeah, that girl, because we were debating on how old do you think Eva Green is?
I don't know, 30s?
Well, she was like...
I thought she was younger than me. Easy.
I was like, how? Because I had seen the movie, and I was like, how are the boobs? And she's like, well, she's
They're
young,
boobs.
they're boobs, they're perky. And I was like, well, she's not that young. She's like, she's probably in her 20s. I was like, I don't know, she's probably older than we are. She's like 37.
Yeah.
Okay. That's funny. She looks good for age.
37's not old, bud.
Yeah,
She
no.
probably hasn't had any kids.
And the thing is it didn't matter if she looked like shit in real life. They're going to make her look great in the movie.
That's
Yeah.
true.
She was in 300 too, wasn't she?
Yeah, I never saw it.
Same thing, I think.
300. Wasn't it 301?
I thought it was 302.
What is it?
That's like the same exact kind of sequel. Like it almost it kind of had some of the style of the first one, but it didn't have any like the chemistry kind of.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what Sin City 2 was to Sin City 1 and
There was too much color in the second one.
what 300 or Sin City.
Sin City.
They took liberties with. I don't remember.
Well, in the first one they made it just there was very
Those
few accents that they threw in there.
Blood, shoes, like it was specific things. And this one it was just like all
It was
over
a
the
lot.
place.
I think the first one had like more heart to it, more substance.
And the lines didn't come off as cheesy. I don't know if it was the writing or what it was, but in the first one it hit, and this one it was just like, oh, it's so cheesy.
See that?
You know what? I can't talk to you about like Rick and Morty. I'm gonna
Right.
change subjects really fast.
Not yet.
Not yet, because but like I like it. It's in my top 5 shows. I know you're like you jumped on that fast, but it's that good to me. Like I like it a lot. The season finale's on tonight, and they go like 2 years in between seasons.
Oh shit! So
it's like
you're waiting to watch it right now?
well, as soon as you guys leave, we're gonna watch it.
Shows that you like? Shows. You remember I watched Black Mirror?
Yeah.
What awards had just happened like a week or two ago? Not Oscars.
Emmys.
Was it Emmys?
Yeah.
And I seen it won like 2 different things for like best single episode. There was
Because
one.
Julia Louis-Dreyfus won her 6th in a row for Veep, and then she got diagnosed with breast cancer the next day.
Did she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chop him off.
Oh yeah. I mean, hopefully they caught it early enough.
Yeah.
That shit travels.
I didn't actually read that at all. That sucks. But
Chop them off.
Did you ever see Attack of the Block?
no, I wanted to.
Isn't that one of those movies that like we should have seen and we haven't seen it?
Yeah, you buy it on DVD. Let me borrow it.
Okay. Right after you watch
Rick Rick and Morty.
Have you finished watching the CW?
No, not yet. So the weekend I watch a movie or something, but I made her watch Black Mirror, 2 episodes. I want to make sure the San Junipero one. Just because I've seen it recently, and some shit's parallel in her show as that. But I was like, it's such a good episode. I'm overhyping it because we overhype things. Like you fucking gonna overhype
Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty, and then what are we watching next week? What you call
Blade
it?
Runner.
Blade Runner.
I was just updating you. I didn't say.
People are just saying. By the way, Gore, it's
multiple articles are saying that it's the best sci-fi movie that's ever come out.
I'm not overhyping it, but it's going to be the best sci-fi movie you've ever seen.
I didn't say I'm saying it. I'm saying that that's what they are saying.
Overhyping it, whether you said it or not, but you telling me.
I'd rather be excited for a movie and then saying it's going to be shit and then being happy because it's not. That's like, I watched Warcraft. I really liked it. It was not a good story, but it was so fun to watch. Yeah. Not even like it didn't. It wasn't. It's,
the artwork.
The lore is more World of Warcraft than it is like the Warcraft. I played Warcraft 1 and 2.
I felt like it was
Warcraft 3.
No, I thought it was Warcraft 1, wasn't it?
Well, they came through the portal and stuff like that, but I mean,
I already forgot. I haven't seen it since the theaters, to be honest.
But it didn't. I mean, the first Warcraft didn't dive too much into it. It was just a pretty basic game.
I did have a story. I mean,
yeah, it had a story, but I mean, it's not the lore that it has now.
If you go watch the CG now from Warcraft 1, it's like, wow, zug.
But no, it was so like pretty to watch. I mean, like the orcs were designed so well, and the armor and stuff. And
I remember watching it. I remember loving just little things. Cause at the time I watched it, I was playing Warcraft, like hardcore. But you hear a little Murloc in the background with the running across the bridge.
Yeah,
I'm just like, I'm nerding out, kind of watching it. Not a great movie.
It's weird how often Dominique Cooper and Ruth Negga play husband and wife for actually being husband and wife.
Yeah, I had never saw that lady, so.
Yeah, she was in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. She was up for Best Actress for
Loving
this last year for the Oscars.
Okay.
And then she's in Preacher.
Yeah. What can I say about that movie that made me? Oh, I felt Medivh, like, I like Ben Foster a lot, but I felt like it was miscast. I don't know why.
Yeah,
I can only see Ben Foster the whole time.
Yeah.
He didn't have like the weight of a Sorcerer Supreme type, a Gandalf, or something.
Why is it too petite for you?
I don't know, too young. I just see Ben Foster. I don't know. It's not the type of role I imagine him as playing the old wizened super wizard.
What are you doing?
Brian.
What's Brian doing?
Oh my god.
No, Brian sent me a picture and he's like, I'm playing D&D. And I'm like, you motherfucker, like I've always wanted to play D&D, but
if he's got his group of friends, you're not gonna. Would you have dropped hat and?
No, but I mean, it's jealousy. It's not like I want to go play with him.
All you gotta do is host it.
Yeah, but I don't have any. The only person that I know that could be a DM is you, and you're super unreliable now.
Adam Carr.
He's less than reliable than you.
Have you seen him in a decade?
No.
But he used to play.
Yeah.
He played with Forrest.
Him and I bought startup sets because we were going to start a game. It's just you have to have a commitment to like. It's nothing against you, but just
you have to spend a whole day making a character for one.
No, I know.
And you have to have somebody who's played through it. To be honest,
I think you're the only one that, creative wise, would be able to handle being a DM.
I wouldn't even know where to start. Like if I did it without even playing through myself, I'd probably fuck shit up.
Yeah, well,
that's why I always said
it's not gonna happen. So
yeah, Forrest tried to get me to play it, and I was like,
It's pretty involved. I mean,
but it was like the card game we had. It was kind of like a nice compromise.
D&D light.
There was like a rule set we could play and still like fucking role play or whatever. Not really, but
I know what you mean.
I was tired.
Yeah. So, Kingsman. What would you rate it?
I would give it an A.
Really? You liked it that much?
I did not. I found maybe it's because I liked the character so much. I liked the first movie a lot. I rewatched it before I watched the movie.
I think I like it just as much as you. I like the first one a lot. Like I give the first one a solid A.
Like I didn't walk out of there going, "Oh, I'm disappointed." I walked out going, "That was a pretty funny movie." Like that was pretty funny.
I did. The Oberyn part with his wife that completely took me out of it.
It was a weak villain.
Yeah. I'd give it a B minus.
B minus.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I love the characters and all the action. Just that really bothered me, and I thought as good of an actress as Julianne Moore is, I thought she was a weak villain.
Do you think it's funny they just killed her off? Like they OD'd her.
That was kind of.
It's kind of funny that it's not the typical setup.
Yeah.
They gave her a drug and she fucking OD'd and that was it. Like, well, she's dead, and they even make a scene of it. They just.
I think it's funny you see all these people fucking dancing, and then their eyes explode.
Oh god.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
When they had
Cages in the Super Bowl or
the dome.
The dome.
Whoever
when
it was.
what's his name was dancing. It was
Channing Tatum in the hallway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Taking his
The
boots.
theater lost it there.
Did it?
Yeah. I mean, it was probably the funniest or the most laughs I think in the whole movie.
There was probably about 100 people.
In the theater. Yeah.
There's probably about 100 people there when we saw it, right?
Really?
You think so? I think so. Because the middle was still packed, but the edges were kind of. I mean, it's only been out a week. Week?
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw it opening weekend.
That's so weird because you were always so
I wanted to do it for the podcast.
Yeah.
You said you were going to watch it.
I did. Kind of. I mean, I wasn't planning on it.
B minus. You like the whole dinner conversation where he's had the
with
eyeglasses
Roxy?
on?
Yeah, that was good.
Put that fucking down.
Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty good.
And did they kill off Roxy
They
for
killed
reals?
off- Yeah.
Yeah.
She's dead.
I have a feeling like that's going to be an open for the sequel type. She made it way to like a bunker because they show her jumping off the bed in anticipation of a missile's coming.
Well, you assume she was at the mansion, right?
Yeah, and that thing fucking went under.
That cave.
You're assuming that this
But-
one makes enough money to have a sequel.
Yeah, that's true.
I think it made money. It held the box office, I think, for 2 weekends. It beat it the first weekend. It was out, which
Did
is
it?
its 4th weekend, I think. Good movie though. It.
Yeah, I still haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Everybody I wanted to see it with
Went and saw without you.
bailed on me.
They played D&D.
Yeah. Kingsman 2 box office mojo. Let's see.
What?
Box office mojo. It shows what they... We're in the process of updating the site right now. Try again in just a few minutes.
Just a few minutes, that's all.
Yeah.
Have to wait overnight.
Maybe it did make enough money.
Really?
I'm guessing that Roxy's going to be fate killed off just like Harry was in the first one. That they'll find some way to bring her back in the second.
Kingsman. Worldwide, 192 million. That's pretty good after a week.
Kingsman 1? 2.
I think
2.
he's looking at 2.
Okay.
Domestic, 66 million. Foreign, 126. When I was looking at... Because I was curious, is obviously Warcraft set up for sequels.
They may never
It
get it.
didn't make shit here. It made like 40 million in the States,
China.
but it made like $400 million worldwide. It made like 550 million, which is like that borderline, like you made $500 million, you made money on the movie,
Yeah.
but
Are
is
we
it
gonna put more
warrant?
money?
China's the market. They got it. They love Warcraft and all that shit. They're
Yeah.
a theme park for Warcraft. You know.
Yeah.
They don't fuck around with that shit. They love it.
I wanted to tell you something about the SNES. Nah, I don't remember. I've been playing a lot.
Are the controller cords longer?
No.
They're the same, but we have extension cords from when we got the NES, and it's not like the ports are this classic port.
They're new, like the USB or something?
They're not. That they're like
They're
a
just little
U shape.
tiny, yeah.
Okay.
So we had extension cords. So
Art
That's
was
cool.
happy.
Parker and I have been playing Kirby's Dream Course, which I always had fun playing, and we've been doing Super Mario World, and it's funny because I mean, I was not much older than him when I was playing Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
And he's like, "This is so hard. This is so well." Because the games games like Skylanders and stuff. As long as you have the Skylanders, you can keep going and die as many times as you want.
Yeah.
Or like Lego games, you fall off and you just come back out without
Kid
your.
friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas these games are like.
Skill.
You die, you die.
You know what's funny is I was reading something about how some of the jumps in Super Mario World are a little off in this game, in this port or this version, whatever. And I was playing. I used to be really good at Punch Out. When I was playing Punch Out on the NES, I was like, I feel like everything's like a half second off. Like I had such problems with people I had never had problems with. And I played the game through a bunch of times up till Tyson because I can't beat Tyson.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I wonder if that's what it was. If there's just like a second off.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that might ruin a game, theoretically.
Yeah. Because I played the game through so many times before, and my timing was fine, except for, half the time I'd get killed by bald bull.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't know. But I haven't really come into much. There was one jump where I was just kind of like, eh.
Was that hard to get?
Well, I bought one. I pre-ordered one, and it got back-ordered on Walmart. And it said, if you don't get it by 10/11, we're canceling it. And I was like, fuck, I'm not going to get one. Brian pre-ordered one, and then just randomly got in line after getting coffee somewhere at a GameStop and got another one.
Okay, but it is sold out most places.
Yeah, so he gave me his second one, and when mine comes out, I'll hit that one to him to give to his brother.
Okay.
So.
That's cool. And they're going to bring the NES back too soon?
Yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah.
Just printing money.
Yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't. This has got the way better lineup, though. I probably played about an hour of A Link to the Past and maybe an hour and a half of Metroid. And then Parker and I beat the first 2 worlds at Super Mario World, the first world on Donkey Kong Country, and the first guy on Mega Man X. It's a good lineup.
That's sick.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. And it's, good gameplay is good gameplay regardless of how old the graphics are.
Yeah, some games are timeless. Some fucking suck, but...
The only
2D games don't age well.
The only game I would have put on there, and I don't know if this is a big game or if it was just I played it a lot, was the Illusion of Gaia, and I played that game a lot, and I had a lot of fun with that game. But
Illusion of Gaia.
Yeah.
It's not related to Secret of Mana or nothing.
No.
Okay, sounds like it.
And it's not the Legend of Legaia, which I thought was a sequel that was on PlayStation.
Legend of Legaia?
Yeah. This one was the Illusion of Gaia, and this Legend of... Anyways.
No, Legend of Dragoon.
The Illusion of Gaia. You play Russian roulette in the game. It's like a fantasy type game, almost like a Link to the Past type thing, and where there's villages you visit and there's different things you get and stuff. But you play Russian roulette at one point in the game, which I always thought was weird.
With like a gun?
I think it was with poison.
Okay. What's the poison? Is it
It's iocane powder.
Yeah.
The 30th year anniversary was for that last week.
What's funny is I showed her
Monday.
I made her watch it 2 weekends ago,
Uh-huh.
and I only looked up after that when it came out. It was a week before I showed it to her.
She had never seen it before. You had never seen Princess Bride?
I don't remember. Did you say you had seen it?
No, never.
Did you like it?
Dustin watch it.
Yeah.
Princess Bride is
Classic.
that really is a timeless movie.
When Dustin returned it to me, I read it. And the same week I seen behind the scenes info, Carrie Elwes, his leg was broken when he's right before he's tossed down the hill. So you see him not putting weight on it or sitting down kind of with his
Awkward.
hands. Yeah. And I was like, oh, okay, I see that now. And it's talked about Andre the Giant. His back was so fucked up at the time he couldn't actually have Carrie Elwes put his weight on him.
Uh-huh.
So for the far shots, it's not Andre the Giant. You can see it.
Really?
Yeah. And then up close shot, Carrie Elwes is on some type of rig that he's not putting his body weight on him.
I was listening to an interview with Edgar Wright, and he was talking about the process of editing Shaun of the Dead. And he said there's a zombie when they're in front of the Winchester, when there's all the zombies in front of the bar, that's just way too enthusiastic and way too much of the zombie, everybody's moving slow, and this guy's waving his arms in the air, and he didn't notice it until after the movie already came out. And he said it's all he can see now, and I haven't rewatched the movie to see, but I want to.
That's funny as shit.
I'm sure you're
You're not looking at
when
that.
when you're a director and you're editing the movie, I'm sure you're super focused and critical of everything, and people miss things,
Yeah. There's a whole slew
Look at this fucking guy.
There's a whole slew of stuff on the internet of background extras not doing shit. You see the one of the guy in James Bond sweeping?
No.
Oh god.
I just looked at a big list of things.
I just the one that sticks out of my mind is this fucking stupid how do you miss?
There's one in Jaws where who's the sheriff? I can't remember his name. Rob Scheider?
Yeah, I think
something like that. He's screaming at everybody to get out of the water, and everybody's running.
The one guy's
there's
laughing.
the one guy who's laughing and going into the water.
There's one kid. What's North by Northwest? I never saw it, to be honest. Cary Grant, Hitchcock movie. But at one point in time, a girl pulls out a gun and shoots it. But there's a kid in the background already doing this, knowing the bullet's going to come he's an extra.
Nice.
But he's already covered his ears.
Nice.
Hold on. Okay.
I don't know if there was some movie that Hulk Hogan was in. Maybe it was Suburban Commando or something, but he's riding a motorcycle down the road on it, and it's not even an extra. It's just something that happened, and there's a guy just like chucking a dog into the water.
Yes, I've seen whatever. I think. Okay, so the only thing I can find, it might be on this actual list, but it's a YouTube collection of 7 of the biggest.
We gotta kick them out of here so we can watch Rick and Morty.
Yeah, before I fall asleep.
Okay, it'll show it in 2 seconds. Somebody's.
I think I've seen this where he's sweeping nothing.
Yeah, exactly. And he's in the back
Yeah.
there, and he's sweeping.
I saw it. You see it, Katrina?
He's sweeping
It's
air.
in the air. Cool. It's very creative.
Well, fuck, I feel like the dog one's on here, so I'm kind of curious what movie that was.
Well, and now we hit our time requirements.
Oh god, it shows all the Batman people. God, even like all the second and third Batman, just people falling down randomly.
Hi, Bryn. She's like, I'm ready to go to bed now. Can you please let me in? See? Yep.
She really is.
I like to go to bed.
All right, that's this week's episode of 9 to 5 Nerds. We're out.